everybody. Once again, we are here at the end of another month. It is a beautiful October day. It's actually Halloween as I'm filming this. House is all decorated and ready for the trick-or-treaters tonight. We are expecting a high of about 70 degrees today, so if you're not in Florida, that's why you want to live here. But it also means we are at the end of another month, which means our market stats are available for the month of September. So let's get into the numbers for Winter Haven, Florida. Winter Haven had 64 closed sales in September 2025 compared to 71 a year ago. That is a decrease of 9.9%. Cash sales as a percentage of closed sales, 20.3% of all sales were cash sales compared to 18.3% a year ago. That's an increase of 10.9%. The median sales price in Winter Haven, $282,500. That's compared to $299,990 a year ago. So prices dropped 5.8%. Average sales price, $307,238 compared to $289,387 a year ago. So an increase in the average sales price of 6.2%. Median percent of original list price, sellers received 94.1% of original list price compared to 96.9% a year ago. That's a decrease of 2.9%. The median time to contract, so how long is it taking from going just listed to pending, 66 days compared to 52 days a year ago, an increase of 26.9%. Median time to sale, it's taken 100 days to close compared to 95 days a year ago, an increase of 5.3%. New pending sales, 68 new pending sales compared to 95 a year ago, a decrease of 28.4%. New listings, 102 new listings compared to 138 a year ago, a decrease of 26.1%. Pending inventory, 103 compared to 119 a year ago, a decrease of 13.4%. Active inventory, 412 homes active in Winter Haven compared to 410 a year ago, an increase of 0.5%. And finally, our month supply of inventory is 4.9 months supply of inventory. That's compared to 5.2 months supply of inventory a year ago, a decrease of 5.8%. So actually, Winter Haven is moving closer or further into a seller's market compared to Polk County. Tune in and we'll talk about what all this means for you moving forward as buyers and sellers. So as we look at the market has been kind of stable as far as what we've been seeing month over month. Not a significant increase or decrease in closed sales, not a significant increase or decrease in average or median sales price. It just feels like the market's just kind of stuck a little bit right now. Kind of a balanced market. Some areas you'll see are still going to be sellers markets. Some areas are still going to be moving into buyers markets. Some are balanced. It's going to be really important to know zip code to zip code what's happening, and even neighborhood to neighborhood. So it's really going to vary. As we just had the Federal Reserve lower the federal interest rate, but a lot of people think that automatically means mortgage rates go down. It doesn't. Mortgage rates are impacted by securities purchases and bond purchases, and so they're not directly related. The Federal Reserve lowering the borrowing rate actually impacts credit card and auto loan. And so you will get a break on those two types of borrowing, but not necessarily mortgage rates. I think that being said, mortgage rates are at the lowest point they've been in a year as of right now. They're right just above 6%. So overall, historically speaking, that's actually a pretty good rate. Because there's still quite a bit of inventory and rates are reasonably low now compared to what they have been historically. Now is really a good time to buy if you are thinking of buying. There's a lot of options for you, so you have choices as a buyer. You're probably not going to run into too many bidding wars. You're probably going to be able to get the seller off their asking price, and you might even be able to get some incentives from the seller, like seller concessions, assistance with closing cost, interest rate buy down, those kinds of things from sellers right now. If you're looking at new construction, you're absolutely going to get those. I'm seeing builders drop prices. I'm seeing builders offer all closing costs paid. I'm seeing builders buy down the interest rate to in the 3s or 4s. And so it's really a good time to purchase right now. I do worry that if you're waiting till rates drop further, you're going to see increased competition, because that's what everyone else is doing. And as you see increased competition, that's actually going to drive prices up again. So it is a good time to buy if you are thinking of buying. If you are selling, this is sort of a challenging time to sell, unless you're looking at the 55 and up communities. The reason it's a little harder to sell is we're moving into the holiday season. The thing about that is the buyers that are out there are very serious buyers. So if you can capture those, if your price point is good, if your home is move-in ready, doesn't need a lot of repairs, I think you certainly can sell this during this time of year. But if you're priced high, your home is likely going to sit during this time of year with the holidays coming up. If you're in a 55 and up, our snowbirds are starting to come down now. And so you're going to see more opportunities for those buyers are out there looking at homes currently. And so it is a good time in the 55 and up until about Easter, and then that market starts to slow down quite a bit. As always, if you are looking to buy or sell in Central Florida, please reach out to Remember You Can't Miss with Chris. Have a great day, everybody.